We all are going to be working, well, most of us, until we're dead. Americans. We're not going to be able to retire here. And this is why I say people need to take care of their bodies. Dude, I could be completely wrong about everything. But one thing that I know I'm right about is taking care of your health and your body. That's been a consistent thing throughout time, taking care of your health and body. Because, for instance, let's say you have a ton of money. Let's say that you're a multimillionaire. Well, if you lose all that money for some reason, you get sued. I don't know, you just lose all that money. So you get swindled. If you have a good, healthy body, you could potentially come out here and work a hard job if you have to. And then, you know, when I'm saying like AI takes a lot of the office jobs, it takes a lot of the manual labor jobs. Well, the trades jobs are going to be, this is why I think the trades jobs are going to be high paying jobs. Because they're going to be, the dirty jobs, the hard jobs, the dangerous jobs. Because AI is going to be, it's going to be harder for AI to replace those jobs. When it comes to like office, like a lot of that stuff is going to, like data research or whatever, like you can use AI for a lot of different, like they're writing movies with AI, you know what I mean? So it's like AI is going to replace, they even said like there's going to be a lot of like lawyers, like a lawyer clerks. Like you go into do your arguments, you know, you're going to probably need a person or whatever, but like they say the medical establishment, there's going to be a lot of replacement of doctors too. So, you know, like no job's safe, but it's just harder to make an AI right now that's autonomous, that can go and figure out what's wrong with your plumbing and fix it. Same goes for like remodeling something in your house, or electrician. I'm not saying it's not going to be, it's not going to ever happen. I'm just saying like those are the jobs that will be probably the last to go away. Somebody needs to do them. It's gonna take, if we keep progressing the way we are, man, it would take like a good, probably like 50 years to replace like every job, I would think. Could be sooner, but what is coming? Like, Social Security is about to run out. 10 years. That's when it's supposed to run out. Medicare is supposed to run out in about 2027, something like that. Okay. Well, not all the jobs will be replaced by then. And that's why I say in the near future, you're gonna want to make sure you take care of your health. You might have some office job and some lavish salary. Well, AI can replace that, and then what? You're overweight, out of shape, and perhaps you have student loans that you have to pay, so you have to work. This is why I was saying yesterday in that video about women and their student loans. Guys, we a lot of guys are gonna wake up and realize, why am I working so hard? Why do I don't have to work so many hours? All that does is make me have to pay more to the government in taxes, because it puts me in a higher tax bracket. You know, I don't have kids to support. I don't have a wife to support. And given the state of the way things are, me finding a good woman that, you know, wants to be a stay-at-home mom, that wants to be a good wife, that can be content with a simple life, knowing that, yeah, it's a boring life, but it's more important that to her that her kids have a good, emotional, stable upbringing, mentally flourishing upbringing, because of her presence in their life, especially when they're young. But a lot of women, they have been lied to, and I'm not saying it's like all women need to be stay-at-home moms. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, you know, there's some that are really goal-driven, and, you know, they can excel and do great things in business and engineering, but it's rare, man. It's so rare. Like, most women want, they like social, they like to have a family, like to have kids, and now, since they are in the matrix, like a lot of them are sucked in the matrix, and it's just so weird that they get validated by these low value men. Like, seriously, it's because, like, they feel like celebrities. They feel like that's what they feel like, that they're just like fans of them, and that's what it is. So that's replaced, and it gives them like the dopamine rush every day, you know, getting the likes and everything like that. And another thing I want to say about that is, like, I think in the future, you know, when guys hopefully, you know, go their own way from women on the internet, I think women will be happy getting the same type of validation from robots, basically, even though it's like a false sense of reality, like, you know, posting a picture and then getting all these likes and makes them feel important. It doesn't matter if it's from robots or not. I mean, TikTok validates my opinion. So, yeah, I think that there's going to be like company that just, or you can just get millions of robots to follow you, and then you get these astronomical numbers and make you feel like you're important, but it's all phony. And that might be their type of interaction, but because it's just, you know, I've seen the evolution of females, and they haven't really evolved at all. Yeah, I'm talking about the common woman, you know. I'm not talking about the upper echelon woman. I'm talking about just a regular woman who thinks that she's a celebrity because of social media, because of guys. It's like seeing them like post what they eat and posting selfies. It's like, dude, you're literally taking the same picture every day. Like on my little Snapchat thing, little bubbles of females I've dated or gonna date. Seeing that they post the same, like I don't even have to look at their story. I get to see it right there in this like little bubble, a picture of them. It's just a picture of them. It's kind of cringe, man. Taking selfies is cringe, dude. You know, that's why I don't take very many selfies anymore. I used to take them, but it's just weird. Like it's like if you're out with friends or family, like that's one thing, you know, and you know how to take a picture and then you take the picture like that. But it's just like you're just taking a picture yourself shows everyone how big of a fucking loser you are. Especially like the more you do it. And just because you have a big following of simps on the fucking internet doesn't mean shit. Because pretty much any fucking woman can have a lot of, it's easy for a woman to get a following on the internet. And it's not that fucking difficult. Women are putting themselves in this predicament where a lot of them are taking on student loan debt. They're probably going for degrees that aren't worth a fuck. You know, it's amazing to me that women in America are the most unoppressed they've ever been in their entire lives. Yet so many of them, instead of using their big beautiful brains, who are supposed to be way smarter than men, and engineering some amazing technology or systems for us, some environmentally friendly technology, they are going with sex work. Online sex work. It just amazes me, you know what I mean? It's just it's laziness, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna you know, show my ass on the internet for everybody for a couple cheap dollars. But that doesn't drive the society, you know what I mean? Like, what's happening right now and why men who aren't getting laid aren't getting violent is because they're kind of neutered in a way. There's a word, I can't think about it. I can't think of it right at the top of my head, but because they have porn, you know, they have alcohol, they got video games. And, you know, I can play video games, pass the time. But they kind of get their fix. It's kind of like, oh, you know, it'd be nice to have a real woman, but I have access to all this free pornography, so, but if that pornography wasn't there, there'd be some big fucking issues. I guarantee you there'd be some big fucking issues. It's kind of like sedated. Population of men is pretty much kind of like sedated. like I said, you take that shit away, it'll get ugly real quick. Yeah, but it's just like, I think men are gonna wake up and be like, I don't need to work all these hours. Like, it doesn't make sense. And women, since they have student loans, and a lot of them they wasted away their peak baby making or their valuable youth, and now they're older. Not saying that they can't get dick or whatever. Definitely get, like, even women in their 50s can get 60s if they're decent looking enough, can get that. But relationship is another thing. For instance, like, let's say a 22-year-old just graduated college with $100,000 worth of debt. She ain't got no job. She can't get a job. Do you think that she's gonna be able to find a man? Who do you think is gonna be able to find a man to take on that? Her or a woman that's like 35 with $100,000 worth of debt? I mean, it's gonna be easier for the younger woman, but a lot of these young women are just wasting away their youth by partying all the time, and not only when they party, but they're also aging themselves quicker. They go tanning, they put all this crap in their hair, all this makeup on their face, which adds to aging. All this crap that they're doing, and not to mention working real jobs instead of just having just a relaxing life where I mean, it's not relaxing taking care of a kid, raising a kid. That's stressful as fuck. But it comes to a certain point where they're not so needy, and you can kind of relax a little bit. But they want to be out here competing with men, which adds stress to their lives, and that's why a lot of them are annoyed with men, because of all the simping that they get. They get too much attention, and they're all and they're all here getting wrinkles from added stress for having to work. Like, this is what they wanted, though. This is what they wanted. They wanted to be able to do, and it baffles me that women have not, like, younger women haven't woken up to the whole idea of being able to change somebody. Like I said in the video yesterday, they like to get impregnated by drug dealers because they have this thought, like, I can change him. Bitch, the only thing that's gonna change is he's gonna leave your ass, go fuck somebody else, and you're gonna be stuck with that baby. Reminded of them for the rest of your fucking life. Not gonna change. Not gonna fucking change for you. Like, there's women that have married serial killers that killed fucking women. They're sitting in there in prison. They've killed women, and women are in love with them. It's just like they are. It makes me think like these people shouldn't be making decisions at all. Like, if you're that fucking dumb that you're gonna be like falling in love, and I understand like you can't control who you love, but like like literally a woman could be so in love with a man. Let's say she's a security guard, and let's say like the scenario happened before a security guard for the prison helped him escape, and then he killed her, got caught, sent back, and then this bitch will do the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of not a lot of sense with these people. Not all of them, but like some of these people are like they don't they don't think, and it seems like they need some type of control. They need some type of boundary set, like children. It's like you're just gonna go have babies with serial killers, like drug dealers, and then what? Then we have to take care of that socially for you through welfare. It's just it's gonna come to a point where we can't do it no more, man. Like Social Security is gonna run out. Jobs is gonna be scarce. And these jobs are going to require you to be physically fit. You're not going to be able to be some obese person that can only last a little bit. No, you have to work hard all day, or else you'll be out. And this is why I say, like, people need to take care of their bodies. Like, your body is going to be huge going forward, because just to be able to survive on a day-to-day basis, you're gonna need your body to be able to earn your keep. It could get to the point where, and people might vote for this, and people might want this, where if you can't take care of yourself, you're euthanized, and the government will just euthanize you. It might get to that point. I hope it don't get to that point, but like when we run out of welfare, when we run out of money to pay for welfare, like we're gonna be working till we're dead. Like that's like people talking about retirement. Well, my retirement is death. That's my retirement. That's what I'm looking at. For me, like I'm at to the point where I'm still working hard, because I'm trying to make up for the past. I had to go in debt to raise my kids. And not only that, is like some assets I have. So I definitely want to like keep my assets. So I'm working hard to keep my assets. Also to pay for like survivability for right now. But I'm not working hard for a woman. I'm not working hard to take care of a woman. I'm not working hard to ever have the mentality of providing some type of materialistic lifestyle, because she's like she's got the mentality of a fucking middle school child and cares what everyone thinks about her. Oh my god, you gotta have this name brand. Oh my god, you gotta have this car. Like, I'm never even if I could, I'm not gonna provide that shit, because it's like I'm just not gonna. They don't. It's not worth the energy, not worth the time. So you're gonna have a lot of men that, even if they wanted to, they're not gonna be able to help you, women. They're not going to. So you're gonna have to go out here. You're gonna have to do these dirty jobs. You're gonna have to put down the makeup and pick up a shovel and dig ditches in the dirt, just like us, until you're dead. Like, this is what you wanted. So, and a lot of women are going to end up homeless. I already see it. I see videos on TikTok of homeless women, and they're probably on drugs or whatever, and in Phoenix, Arizona. Someone close to me was like that. And some of these women are young, like 25. So like that's gonna become more normal. People think I'm crazy, but like I'm not messing with no homeless woman. I don't care how good looking she is, man. I don't want to deal with that fucking like if a woman's homeless at this point, she's on drugs. I'm not fucking dealing with that shit. I'm not taking on that baggage. So you're gonna see more and more of that shit. Especially with these women putting everything on the internet, so they're not even able to get fucking jobs. It's gonna be highly uncomfortable for workplaces. How are workplaces gonna be able to tell you that you can't search certain things on your break? I'm looking at my coworker's OnlyFans with a bunch of people on my break. How can they? You know, that's going to be humiliating for the girl, but this is what they picked. And employers are just going to get rid of the women. Like, that's a distraction. Or all the guys will get fired and they won't have any employees. So, you know, women, you know, you do you, girl. You fight that patriarchy, like I said, and you don't need no man for nothing. You come out here and do that heavy lifting, get dirt underneath your fingernails, go home filthy dirty after work, and get up and do the same thing the next fucking day. Like, you do you. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna wake up and they're gonna wake up and it's gonna be like a huge fucking nightmare. They're gonna be like, what the fuck have we done? And then they have already conditioned us to not give a fuck. They've already conditioned us to live without them. So, you know, a lot of guys aren't gonna come back to them. Like, you fucking hated us and hate us for so long. We're just like, fuck you. You know, you don't provide shit for me. I am the table. You ain't fucking shit.